found my way into perfume through my background with massage therapy. I was working as a new massage therapist in 2009, and I got really into essential oils. We had a whole aromatherapy course in school, so I was blending oils for my clients and blending blends for myself, and stumbled upon vetiver, which is an essential oil, and I became obsessed with vetiver, started wearing it all the time, started blending aromatherapy blends with vetiver. Found this one that was the one I just kept coming back to, jasmine and vetiver and citrus. And so I would wear that, I would put it on my clients, people started complimenting me on it and on that scent. And the idea to launch a perfume came from that blend as just a one-off project. So I just thought it would be a creative project to, launch just a single perfume. I had no business plan. I had no intention of launching a whole company. So I was approaching it as a creative project, but it was pretty accidental in the beginning, pretty organic. So I launched Smoke in 2013. It took me a few years to find the right name and the designer and everything. My work with perfume and scent has always been drawing on that background of healing work and body work and getting people to slow down and connect to their breath and their body. So I view my perfumes as perfume, yes, but also a tool to expand awareness, to come back to the body, come back to the breath, to the self, a bit of a self-care product. And since then, that ethos has been how I've built the business. So every product I make is something that has either helped me on my healing journey or helped my clients on their healing journey, or just something that speaks particularly well to the nature that we have in New Orleans, the ingredients of New Orleans. So it's been a journey of about 7 years, and in February I opened my store, just had this opportunity to take over this store space in a collective, and it seemed like really good timing for me with where the brand was at. So it's been a pretty organic process that started a little accidentally and has become much more intentional and very clear since then. I would say my synesthesia is pretty selective. Like, it's not something that impacts my daily life, but it certainly plays a role in how I create perfumes. So all of my scents, the inspiration for all of them comes from various places, but for the most part, every scent I make is associated with a color for me. So that's always been very, very clear. And for example, my scent Night Cloud is my most recent scent, and that is purple. That's just always been like amethyst and purple hues, and inspired by the purple night sky of New Orleans. And so I knew that scent had to have lavender in it, and I knew the branding needed to have some purple elements to it. And the same goes for Wellspring, which is inspired by the rainforest, so that obviously has always been a very green scent to me. Ritual is gold. That's always been like really clear to me. And then Smoke has always been like white or clear. So it's pretty selective synesthesia, but it does factor into how I draw inspiration for my perfumes and the ingredients that I select. The idea of creating a new perfume, it's never rushed. It's never for a particular season. It's always designed with the ingredients in mind, or with the story I want to tell through the perfume. And I just don't want to limit myself by being binary or gendered in my fragrances. And I think a huge role for Smoke is just educating the consumer. Like, this is what a natural perfume feels like on your skin. This is what it smells like on your body. This is how it smells differently on each person. The act of wearing a natural perfume is so different than a synthetic, conventional, big box perfume in the way the ingredients interact with your chemistry. I usually, when I'm working on a new scent, I will start with 1 or 2 ingredients that I know I want to compose the scent around. It doesn't matter if those ingredients fall both in the base camp, or one could be a base note, one could be a middle note. None of that really matters. It's just finding this symbiosis between those 2 ingredients and building from there. So most perfumes I make have anywhere from 8 to 15 ingredients total in the perfume. So it's a lot of editing. It's like rounds and rounds and rounds of editing and playing with the ingredients and what works and what doesn't work and what throws off the balance. And again, because I create around 2 ingredients, I always want those ingredients to shine. I package everything in glass. I try not to use plastic. It's hard with bottles, it's hard to find caps that aren't plastic. So all of my packaging does unfortunately have some plastic elements, because It's just challenging in today's world as a small business to not have any plastic. Now I package everything in paper boxes and cardboard so they can be composted. So it's important. I think about sustainability as much as possible. In my studio, where I do a lot of online sales, and so in my studio when I'm shipping online orders, I ship everything in biodegradable packing peanuts and cardboard, and just try my best. I think that's all any of us can do, is that balance of individual action and just trying to avoid like unnecessary plastic. I like all of them for really different reasons. Smoke is the original scent. It launched the whole brand. That's that vetiver scent I mentioned earlier. So that's sort of my everyday go-to scent. Night Cloud I wear all the time. Wellspring I wear all the time. The one I wear the least is Ritual, and Ritual is probably my best seller. So it's really weird. I don't know why I wear it the least. It's not that I don't like it. It was the second one I made, so it's always been really important to my line. But yeah, I find myself reaching for that one the least, and it's definitely one of the best sellers. So I encourage people to play with scents just as they would makeup or clothing. I really love the idea of being very hyper-local in New Orleans, and I don't have any major plans for big expansion. For example, I don't really see Smoke as being a brand that's going to be in Sephora. Like, that's not necessarily a goal of mine. So I love the idea of just being like a very niche, small perfume house, and I just don't know. I don't know what the future holds. It's a little uncertain.